What's going on, everybody? Mike here from Kapowcast with another NECA action figure review. Today we are taking a look at the SDCC Capture of Splinter Ninja Turtles movie set. Oh my gosh, so pumped. The package here, it comes in this kind of slipcase. It has the foot soldier headband. And it's a very big box. And it kind of goes all around. Very nice. A little lackluster compared to the VHS set from the movie Turtle set. It would have been cool if they did something like that again, but like maybe had it like kind of foot soldiered up with some graffiti or some kind of like what they did with the arcade set. But anyway, so you get this here, and it pulls out. I don't have enough space here, so you're gonna have to bear with me. And there you have all the figures displayed, looking so sweet. I cannot wait to get this open. But if you turn it here to the side, there is a picture of Splinter. Shredder on that side. Oh boy, on the back here, some more images. They're so good with their photography. I've said this before about NECA. They're so great about doing the photography, getting the lights just right, and really selling you on these figures. But over here, you got a brief little read up if you want to pause that and read that. But I am not going to wait any longer, and I'm going to crack these guys open. I got a lot of ground to cover, a lot of things to go over, so let's do it. Be right back. So without further ado, let's get right into it, because as you can see, we have a ton of things to cover just with accessories alone. First and foremost, both the foot soldiers and Shredder do come with a pair of regular fisted closed hands. Those are still on the figures. Haven't quite gotten to fully experience changing those out just yet. But I just want to get this here done first. So let's start with the hands, foot soldiers. Now this is kind of the bummer part. They do come with a pair of open hands. I guess that's the best way to do it, huh? And gripping hands. Now, the bummer part is you get a pair of gripping hands to use between two foot soldiers. So realistically, they each only have one gripping hand, which kind of sucks if you want them to hold something like this, or the axe, and have a more double-handed pose. But I mean, it can still work. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We basically have, for the foot soldiers, basically evil versions of the Ninja Turtle weapons. We get a couple size. If we can get the light, you might be able to see some more detail on that. Some sculpted work on the handle. Very nice, very pointy. We have two different kinds of nunchuckos. We have these ones here, which actually have a chain on them. Always appreciate that. Always love that. And then the handle here has like these like metal studs on it. Which, good lord, how would you like to get hit with that? And then you have this more normal one that actually, this part here is actually like a bendy wire type of deal. Which, holy crap, like, could we get like an accessory set for the Turtles for Michelangelo to have these? Because this is awesome. Because I always hated it with, even though I appreciate the real chains, but like, and the ropes and stuff, but it's always weird to have somebody, pose with a nunchuck and they're just kind of dangling there. So you can actually kind of get them into some swinging poses. That's super awesome. Super appreciated. We also have this axe here, which my only main memory of this is when the one foot soldier hits the electrical box in April's apartment and electrocutes himself. We get a billy club. Super nice. We have one katana. We'd like to have two, but we get one. And this kind of bow staff. Just a sleek piece of plastic, nothing special. So let me move Shredder's cape here, because that's really cool. So then we also get this weapons rack. So you can just kind of take these and store them. Whoops. Well, apparently it's not as easy as I had thought. But you can just store them like that. You can take like these. Put them there. So, a lot of different options for that. That's actually really cool. Really appreciate that. Actually, let's put that there. Put that there. I don't know. Tons of different options. So that's always super fun. And we also have this interchangeable headband for the foot soldier. We only have one. Once again, I don't know why they didn't just give us 2, because you got 2 foot soldiers, but it is what it is. We also have a crate for Splinter to stand on. Now, I was actually pretty disappointed about this, because I don't know why, I assumed that it was going to be like plastic, it was going to be sculpted, but it's actually, this is just cardboard. It is literally just a cardboard box that looks like a crate. But if you look here, it does say NECA on it with a shipping label, and 3/30/90, the original release date of the 1990s movie. So NECA's always really good with their attention to detail. Okay, so moving on to Shredder's accessories, we have this beautiful, lovely cape. Oh my gosh, this looks awesome. This is actually, for the quarter scale one, the design of the cape is actually one of the things that's held it up for so long, because they wanted to get it just right. They wanted to make sure it hung right and everything, and the design was right, and they actually had to go back and redo it a couple times. So, but, I mean, it definitely shows. This is awesome. It's got that weird, like, tiger stripe, and it's, oh, this is sweet. I almost wish he wore this for more than one scene in the movie, but it also has these little clasps here that we'll use to secure around his neck. I'll just set that right there. He also comes with his spear, which that's a badass looking weapon right there, isn't it? Very nice. Put that there. He also comes with a sheet and his knife that he tries to stab Splinter in the face with, and that's actually pretty pointy. But you can just boop right in there. And Shredder also has a pair of fisted hands currently on him right now that are closed, along with a gripping hand and open hand. And kind of the same thing on the other side, but with his trademark Shredder claw. Those look awesome. Oh my gosh. Looks so good. And that does it for accessories. So let's take a look at the figures. We're going to start with the foot soldiers. Holy crap, everyone. Oh my god. Oh my god. I haven't even gotten to Splinter and Shredder yet, and I'm already, like, nerding out. These guys are so freaking awesome. It's not even... I just don't even know where to begin. The good news is the hands are super easy to change out. Here's the fisted hands I was talking about, but... yeah, the symbol, that's awesome. These are super easy to change out. Nothing pleases me more than interchangeable parts that are easy to swap out. It's just, if you collect and you know, just it's the best. But as you can see, they hold their accessories fine. I kind of tried to fake a double-armed pose here with the axe. But oh my god, I'm gonna try not to nerd out or gush too much. But these guys are really something special, and I hope they release these guys on like a single card or something like that, because I want a few more of these guys. Because, I didn't think I was going to. I thought maybe 2 would be fine, but once I had them in hand and I'm looking at them, I'm like, no, these are fantastic. They're solid figures. So let's take a closer look here at the foot soldiers. Now, I never picked up the quarter scale ones. I have the quarter scale turtles, but those alone are pushing my space limit. So, but I'm just super happy to have these. So taking a look at the foot soldier here, like, look at that face. That looks so awesome. Oh my god. And they got this blue wash over here that just makes it pop and really makes it look like the fabric from the movie. The arm guards are a separate piece, so you can turn those around. This is real fabric right here. I'm not sure why they went with that, but right here, this top part, that's actually real fabric. Legs look good. We got the little ninja booties. And then a ninja booty. But the back looks really good. Like, it's just so good. It feels like it's almost a crime to have a figure this size look this good. It's just perfect. We're going to move him aside here. And articulation-wise, head's on a ball joint. It can look up and down, can pivot, go all around. Really good range of movement on the head here. His arms can go out about that far. And of course, if you're a seasoned NECA collector, you know how to package. These joints are always pretty tight. It can go around. I don't want to push it too much. I mean, this is a softer plastic right here, so it's not going to cause many issues. But these are so beautiful. I don't want to do anything. He has an arm swivel here. His wrists can move around, and there's also a hinge in there too. He does have a waist cut as well. His legs can go out about that far, which I think that's pretty good for a ninja. Bring those back in. He does have double jointed knee. That's a little stiff. I'm gonna have to get some heat on that guy there. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna mess with that. He does have an ankle pivot, slightly. His foot can go up about that far, it can go down about that much. So, you know, the range of motion on these guys is pretty solid, I think. You know, you're going to be able to get them into some solid ninja poses. And, oh my god, it's stupid how good these guys look. Also, too, like I said, you can change out the back of the bandana here. You can pop that off. If you want a more, you know, I guess it's not drastically different. It doesn't break the mold or anything. His side holding hand is a little loose, but it still works. It's one of those things over I wish we had two, because you don't really see anybody fighting with one side unless you're Raphael in the beginning of the movie. It's mostly they mostly have two. And let's grab his nunchucks here. Like, should have a good grip on these. Oh yeah, that's so awesome. Why is it so awesome? Why? Oh, so great. And we have this metal one. Like, I like the sculpt on the metal one. I like the studs on it, but it's like you get this one, and that's just so awesome. Maybe do like an underarm pose or something with them. I don't know. But these guys, oh, so good. Cannot gush enough about them. Let's take a look at Splinter. And here we have Master Splinter. Jesus. What are you doing, NECA? What are you doing, guys? Look at how awesome that is. We got the chains here for him to be chained up in the capture. And the robe looks super good. I'm usually not a fan of soft goods stuff. I'm usually not big on it. But this works. Works very well. This here is a real chain too, just like the nunchuck, so it's very nice. You got the tie there. I gotta figure out something to do with this tie. I feel like this is a little long, but I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think. And then we have his little crate here, which I'm kind of a little bummed about. I mean, because it's such a soft thing, like, it's really hard to get any kind of footing on it. But I do have an idea of how one can do that, and I will show that at the end of the video. But we'll put that over there. These chains here are actually, you can actually take these shackles off. Like, there's this pin right here, and you just kind of pull this apart. Come on, I did it earlier. There we go. And it just pops off, and we can do this other one. Because it really will be up to you if you want to display, you know, him with the shackles on or off. So you can have your more relaxed Splinter. Although the arms do not seem to want to come down. I don't know if there's a joint in there that's stuck, but these are very thin arms, so I don't want to mess with it too much. But looks really good. Like, look at the face. These creepy rat hands. Creepy rat feet, creepy rat tail, which is a bendy wire. And if you want to get really weird and remove this, you can. I am not going to do that. I don't know why you would want to do that, but it is an option. But yeah, Splinter looks really good. Articulation-wise, his head is on a swivel, so you can move that guy side to side. His arms, they do feel like they can move up and down. I gotta figure out what's going on here. Maybe try to heat him up and see if I can get these arms to move down. He does have a bend at the elbow. His wrist can move, swivel. He does have a hinge as well. Hey. He does have a kind of diaphragm joint in there. I can feel it going. His legs can move up. He's got no bend at the knee, but he does have a swivel there. And his little rat feet, they do have a hinge. Oh, it looks so weird. But that's about it. You can get him to stand. Usually his tail here will act more as like a kickstand. So that's good. I just got to figure out if I can get these arms down. Because I don't know if I'm going to have him, you know, displayed more like in his capture or, you know, just with the turtles. Because this, I don't know. That's kind of a disappointment. But you got all these holes and stuff on the robe, the weathering. It's all dirty. It looks so good. NECA knocked it out of the park with this. When they announced they were doing a Splinter, and I saw the photos, I was like, well, you know, we'll see how they do that. And they really knocked it out of the park. God, that is a stiff joint. So But if I have him like this, he's just going to be, I don't know, that is not a natural stance at all. But oh man, I love this. I love this Splinter so much. It's the most accurate Splinter we've ever gotten. Thank you, NECA. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And oh, here we have Shredder, also out of the package, and oh my gosh. I don't know how NECA does it. I don't know how you make a 6-7 inch figure and literally put so much detail in it that it looks like it walked right out of the movie. I don't know how they do it. Getting a little bit of a closer look here. Just look at, they got this on his costume. It's almost like they have glitter on it because it was very shiny in the movie. The bummer part is it some of it did kind of come off, but it's not like a Christmas gift bag or Christmas card or something like that with glitter on it. It's very minimal. I'm assuming it's just kind of like the excess of what was on there. But taking a look, oh my god! Now this actually utilizes the same body or same parts mostly as the foot soldiers. Like the top part here is the same, the legs, the arms. But it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. This looks so good. Let's see if we can put that there cape on here. And there he is with his cape on, and he literally wore it in like one scene, but it still looks really awesome. You can get it to drape really well. There's actually bendy wire in the side of it here. I just remember that iconic scene of him walking and that music playing, and you just see the cape dragging, and it's just so long, so imposing. And then they come and they do something like this where they, drape it behind his blades here, although you can't really get it to do it too well. I suppose with some finagling you can, but it really wants to flare out on you. But that's not too bad. Well, I don't know. I don't think I'll really, as much as I like the cape, I don't think I'll be displaying him with it on. I actually think he looks better without the cape, but it's still nice to have that option, and it's still very, very eye-catching. Very nice, just stellar work by the people at NECA here. And let's get this cape off and take a closer look at the figure. Alright, so getting a closer look here at old Shredhead. See if we can get, there we go. You can see the face under there. This is actually a very soft material. I kind of wish it flared out a little bit more because I think that was more movie accurate, but maybe if you mess with it long enough, you can get it to flare out a little bit. But once again, you have that like glitter effect on his costume, which just makes it pop so much. You got the arm or the shoulder pad blades, the arm ones. Same thing with the foot soldiers. You got real fabric up top here. Looks very nice. Just very, oh my god, just very like almost breathtaking. Almost. This here's a little crooked, but nothing too bad. And also too, you can also take this. That's right. You can remove the face mask. Get a look at that scarring on his face. That's so good. I can't tell you if it looks exactly like the actor. I don't. I remember it very vaguely because it's only for like a quick scene in the movie. But I haven't watched the movie in a little bit. But that looks really nice. It's one of those things that they didn't have to add, but they did, and it's just a little there's just a little notch in here, right where his ear should be. So you just pop that there, easy peasy. Was one of those things, but yeah, they did not have to add that. But they did, and I appreciate it, because, I don't think anybody's going to display him with the mask off, maybe just for photography, but I guess in some ways the helmet might look a little big, but if I remember correctly, that's kind of how it looks in the movie, and I just can't gush enough about it. I feel like the review, it's been just me nerding out the entire time, but that's just how awesome these figures really are. It's just so good. Look at that side profile. That is just so menacing, so good. Articulation-wise, he has pretty much the same as the foot soldiers. His head can go around. I'm going to get this off here because I feel like it's not going to fall off, but it's going to slide all around. I don't want to scratch up the paint. But his head can move up, side to side. It can move back a bit. It can move down. His arms are a little stiff. Come on, they can move out about that far. They can move down. He's got a hinge there to bend at the elbow. He's got a swivel at the elbow. Nothing at the gauntlet here, but his hands do rotate. He does have hinge. You can see the glitter actually. Wow, the glitter's actually coming off a lot now. Ugh, that's unfortunate. He does have a waist swivel, just like the foot soldier. Splits. Legs can go up that far. Can go up that much. Can go back a bit. He has a bend. Double hinge at the knee, and I'm not going to mess with that until I get it heated up. And he has a ankle hinge. Go up and down. And he has a pivot. So all in all, really good articulation for Shredder. Kind of bummed that all that glitter's just kind of coming off on my hand. That's concerning, but after this review, I probably won't handle it too much, so hopefully it all just kind of stays there. I don't know if you can see that a lot. Yeah. Ugh. I hate glitter. I hate glitter! But Shredder is another one of these figures that just... He's too good. It's too good. It's almost unfair. Love it. And here are all the figures from the set. Oh my gosh. Thank you, NECA, so much for making these. These are amazing. They're so good. I can't remember the last time I was this blown away with 6-7 inch figures. I think the last time was probably the set last year, the movie Turtles. But speaking of those guys, let's get those guys in here and see how this all looks together. And I just had to jam these in as much as I could. But here they all are together. Oh, this makes me so happy. The size difference, between Splinter and the Turtles is good. As we can see here, Shredder and the Turtles, great size difference. Oh, if we can get it focused, there we go. Just really good. Love it so much. This might be some of my favorite sets of figures that I own. That may even include some of the Hot Toys stuff, because the drawback with some of Hot Toys is you spend so much on them that you really don't mess with them much. These guys here, everything's easy to swap out, so you can mess with them a lot. You can heat up them joints, and it's just, the fun factor is just literally through the roof. There's so much fun factor in these. I cannot say enough good things about them. Love these figures. And here they are with their cartoon counterparts. We have the NECA Foot Soldier Toon version and the NECA Shredder Toon version. NECA hasn't made a Toon Splinter to compare yet, but hopefully soon, we will have one. Make it happen, NECA. And as you can see, I also slid out the back insert, and you can kind of make a little diorama scene. You'll need some backing to get it to sit, and that's kind of how I have Splinter standing right now. He's basically leaning up against that back part because he doesn't stand on that box. I don't know why they didn't go with a more solid piece, but it is what it is. It's no big deal. But these figures are phenomenal. These are so good. And if you missed out on them, I wouldn't worry too much, because I do believe that that GameStop will eventually have them in stock, single carded. I'm guessing probably without maybe the weapons rack, and maybe a different cleaner version of Splinter. I'm not sure, but I do assume that these will be available at GameStop probably for pre-order sometime October, November-ish, and be released maybe January, February of next year. But yeah, I cannot say enough great things about these figures. They are so good. Love them. NECA, you are the kings of TMNT. I bow to you. Oh, so great. If you like this review, go ahead and click that like button, click subscribe, and the bell notification to see more great content. We have tons of great stuff on our YouTube channel, such as toy hunts, unboxings, and more toy reviews, and our show, our weekly podcast, Kapowcast, talking all things nerdy. Once again, cannot say enough great stuff about this set. Love it to death. Until next time, take care.